What's up, YouTube? Bubbles and Ball Cards back with another video. Hope everybody is doing well out there. It's Tuesday, December 13th. Big shout out to everybody that got on last night. For the first go around, I apologize. My computer froze, and then obviously blowing y'all's eardrums out with that awful noise. Camera wouldn't focus or whatever. But people stuck around. Rebooted it up, started a whole nother stream of folks hung around. Shout out to Mike and Carlos both for coming on and chatting for a while. Enjoyed that, and everybody in the chat itself that's watched and everything and that participated. Thank you to all you guys. It was a lot of fun. I think I was looking at things. I think Monday might be a good day. I know Monday Night Football goes on and all that, but it surprised me how many people actually came on. It was a lot of fun. So maybe Mondays I can schedule and stick to Mondays. Be a good wind down, start of the week, wind down in the evening, talk some cardboard, have some folks on, some good conversation, that sort of thing. So be a lot of fun. I'm going to go ahead and start off here with the advent calendar. We are on December 13th, so we're back up top where you guys can't see the numbers. The missus just asked me about this. She asked me if I like what I thought of this. I think it's pretty cool. The only thing that I told her is I wish it had more of the promo cards themselves rather than just these packs. Looks like we got another pack today. I really like the promo cards because they're exclusive to the advent calendar, and I think that's pretty cool. They have the little snowflake on them. And it's been some cool artwork on the, the Ice Cube and some of the other ones. But the packs, I haven't really gotten anything out of a pack. So, I mean, it's cool to always open packs. But I think a cheaper cost and then more promo cards would have been a little bit more fun and cool for this. But, all right, let's see what we got. We got a Barboach, a Scyther, an Eevee. Nice artwork on the Eevee there. Heracross, Mantine, Gardenia's Vigor Reverse Hollow. So another pack where I just get a Reverse Hollow here. An Arcanine, crazy artwork on that one as well. Energy card, Roxanne, Togetic, and Gutsy Pickaxe. So another pack, just reverse hollows, but anyway, still fun. It's always fun to open packs, so I'm not going to complain there. I do really like the promos though, so if anybody ever watches from Pokemon or whatever, and you have anything to do with the advent calendars, just know a cheaper price with like those promo card things would be really cool, because those are some fun cards. So alright, got some one-touches here on the screen. I wanted to talk tonight a little bit about collecting, but also mix it in with selling as well. And I know I talk a lot about graded cards. I do a lot of my videos revolving around grading, whether it's SGC. Obviously, I've sent a recent order in to CSG, so I've started using them as well. The talk last night was a lot about grading. I did the interview with Tag. I've done the updates with them. So a lot of the content revolving on this channel is about graded cards, about grading in general. But I also did the video with the Ray Lewis collection where I was showing you guys I just put a binder together. Spoiler alert, one of my the missus and my kids always are like, what do you want? What do you need? One of my requests was 10 more of the little card guard. They're kind of like the Z Folio binders. I asked for 10 of those. I figured they hold 360 cards. 10 of them would give me 3,600 more cards to store raw in a binder. and I really enjoy doing that as well. I have a bunch of big binders on a shelf back here that has like a lot of, just rookie cards and stuff like that in it. But then there's something I mentioned, and I'm not going to spoil everything, but I mentioned I started using ComC. I never had used ComC before, but I got on one night. There was a couple cards that I wanted from there. I realized that if I just bought them on the website, they were cheaper. But then I was like, you know what? I had a checklist of some cards that I was working on, and I kind of alluded to it in a previous video. I was working on the Hall of Fame, like I was going by the registry list, but then when you get into like 84 and they go to Fleer Update and Upper Decks and all of those, it was like, is some of these cards just kind of based value off of being in this registry, and are they really like that important to me personally? Because what I remember most, and I think most people remember most, sure, the Fleer updates, and obviously the Upper Deck Griffey is iconic, but what I truly remember the most is Topps rookie cards, or the first card that a player appeared on a Topps card. So I decided to also download that list, and I've been working on that. So I want to share with you guys, because it's not always necessary to grade cards or to enjoy cards. Whether you buy graded cards or whether you send cards in for grading, some stuff, including myself, and let's be real, I'm a bulk submitter for a grading company. Some stuff is just as enjoyable. Look, newly inducted Fred McGriff here. There's his 86 Don Russ rookie. Perfectly fine in a one-touch. There's the 90 Frank Thomas Topps. Here's a Billy Williams. This is a card that I realize I've spent a lot of money grading, slabbing stuff up that probably I didn't need to. I could enjoy it outside of the slab. I do love my collection being graded, but when the price of grading went up, it dawned on me I'm spending a lot of money that I don't really need to. I can appreciate this card in the one touch. So a lot of this stuff I've kept in just one touches. Here's the 74 Winfield. It's not perfect. It's got a soft corner and everything. If I sent this in, it's not getting a grade. I could go online and buy one already slabbed cheaper probably than what it would cost me to even get it graded myself. Here's a Jack Morris, Trammell Molitor. Here's a Ozzie Smith, great card, but again, dinged up corner and stuff. It's not really worth it right now to spend the money on getting this kind of stuff graded. There's the Baines, Tim Raines, Barry Larkin. I know he's not in the hall here, Roger Clemens, but I went ahead and put him in here just in case. Mariano's Topps, that's his debut Topps. Piazza's, this is actually the gold. If they had gold versions and I had them, I went ahead and put those in the one touch. Biggio, I don't know how many of these. These are cheap cards, right? Sandberg, Glavine, Griffey, Maddox, Randy, Kirby, and Boggs. Now, some of this stuff is awesome. It'd be great if I was to slab it up. I got some more back here. Pedro Oliva, Bert Blyleven. Ordered this. I didn't know if I had one. I didn't want to hunt and possibly they go up or whatever, so I just bought one for a couple bucks. Fred McGriff, 87 traded. Here's a chipper. Lou Whitaker, 89 Upper Deck. Now I do put some of the others in here. 89 Upper Deck Randy. This one is one that I might send in. For right now, I'm enjoying it just in here. I gotta look it over, but my magnifying glass is broken right now, so I need to get another one. I think there's like a corner ding or something. So, but there's the Bowman Mariano, and then a Larkin Fleer here. So I'm actually working kind of on both lists: the actual PSA post-war Hall of Fame list, and then the Topps debut list. I'll go ahead and spoil some of it. ComC I went on, and I went and filled in gaps of Topps rookie cards that I needed of guys. The key that I did though is I didn't go on and care about like what condition they were. I just went on and kind of went to the card, put the card in, went and seen what sellers had the cheapest ones, looked at them as long as they weren't like missing half the card or whatever. There was some on there that were pretty rough. But if they weren't like too terrible, then I just bought whatever the cheapest ones were. Now, that's just something I'm enjoying, right? I sit here, I share with y'all how many graded cards I have. I talk about grading so much, but I actually really enjoy raw cards as well. I know there's some people out there that only love raw cards. I know some people out there that only love graded cards. I know there's some people, like when I talked to Mike last night, he enjoys his collection all in, PSA slabs. Everybody, the key here is, Mangini, he's very passionate and says people just go after slabs. That's not, that has gotten somewhat out of hand in certain aspects of the hobby, but there's other people that collect all different ways. Like Scott uses several different companies, and we also have raw cards. So it's cool to be able to be kind of open and just passionate about collecting in the hobby in general, whether it's, cheap raw cards that mean something to your collection or graded cards. Now, there was a question last night that was brought up. Would people crack their PSA slab cards to be slabbed within the company that they enjoy most? Like in my case, would I crack and submit my stuff to SGC? If I could afford it and if it like made sense in terms of let me show some examples. So like this Jackie here, would I crack this and put it in SGC? Absolutely. But I don't know how many PSA, BGS, other slabs in my collection. So I'm not worried about everything just being, to show you, hell, here is an old label SGC that I've never even sent in to have put in the new label. I've had this card a couple years. I've never had it changed to the new label. So I'm not as, set on needing everything in the same slab. But this would be a card that, yes, if I was wanting everything, it's a beautiful copy. Even though it's a 1, it's a great copy of the 1950 Bowman Jackie. So, this would be one that I definitely could see myself, if I got to that point, wanting it all. But then, on the other hand, I still couldn't have everything in the same slab because I tried sending this card to SGC multiple times and they wouldn't do it for me because of the border being cut off. Now, I can't afford a great, nice, numerically graded copy of Jackie, but I also don't need the borders. I always joke, borders are optional, right? They're like parallels. This is the borderless parallel. I got this card at a price I could afford. Looking at it, it's a wonderful picture of Jackie. I can read the back and the story on the back. So this card is perfectly fine for my collection. But if I really wanted everything in one slab, this would be a missed opportunity. Because I bought this raw and I submitted it to CSG just for, encapsulation and protection. And, obviously it's authentic altered. No secret there, right? But it's just slabbed up. Now, this also was before they changed the label. Again, I still have it in the green label. So, it's just, my point here is people like things many different ways, and there's no right or wrong way to do it. If you want to use PSA, that's great. If you want to use SGC, great. If you want to use LMNOP grading, that's great. If you want to use Pepino Man's pig grading, go for it. If you want to try the computers at Tag, go for it. Or if you just enjoy a binder, go for it. One touches, go for it. Top loaders, card savers, whatever. Pick what makes you happy. The other side to this is there is a mentality a lot of times of to make money, you got to grade cards. I'm going to disagree with that because something that I have been doing for the past several months, and it takes a lot of work. It takes more work than putting up larger valued cards that are in slabs and all that stuff. But it's some of the most fun stuff that I have done, especially over the past few months. And that's just putting up little plain white envelope, cheaper raw cards. And I got out of it a bit. I didn't get out of selling, but I got out of the pattern, and my hands were hurting me real bad. So it was hard for me to sit here and list a lot of stuff because I do them one card at a time, and type all the details out, yada yada. But last Thursday, December 8th, I decided to try a new keyboard, a new mouse, and try motivating myself back into listing more. And since then, I don't even remember how many I've listed now, quite a bit, but it's paying off. Since last Thursday, December 8th, I have sold 41 items. I've sold 41 sales. I had 41 sales. And then some of those sales have multiple cards. But my average sale per item, this is the kicker, right? I'm not getting rich off this. I'm not going to retire off of this, or go whatever. Like, I'm not a millionaire. My average sale price is $8.68 an item. Not a single card is graded. Now you might laugh and say, well, why are you even doing that? The reason I'm doing it is because it's about $300 or so that I have created off of selling $2, $5, $10 cards that are an average price of $8.68 that were just sitting in boxes that from a collection I bought. I've talked about buying collections and piecing them out. It's a great way to add to your collection. You find things in them that you want, but it's also a very fun way to just sit here. It's kind of therapeutic, sitting here, going through a box, maybe finding a gem that you didn't even realize was in there, and then taking stuff, taking pictures, listing them up on eBay. When you get that notification, boom, you sold something. Even if it's $2, you feel like, you accomplished something. You pass it along. You also, I think what's great for me is I'm seeing that people in the hobby are enjoying cards for more than just the dollar values. People are buying $2 cards, $1.50 cards. That tells me that people are actually just enjoying collecting, right? Because nobody's flipping a $2 card, right? If they are, more power to them, because I don't know what the margins are going to be on them. Some of this stuff is the most random cards too. So anyway, it's fun whether you're grading. It's fun whether you're strictly raw. And either way, if you're selling graded or raw, you can do it both ways. It does not matter. The point is, there's many ways to have fun in this hobby. So, again, thank you to everybody that hopped on last night. Thank you for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, thumbs up, comment below. Let me know, let me know your thoughts. Are you strictly graded, one company, multi-company, raw? How are you doing things? How is your eBay sales doing? Comment below. Let me know. And as always, if you haven't, subscribe. But more importantly, stay safe, stay healthy, and until the next video, I'm out.